days as Ring of Honor World Champion and heads to Las Vegas this Friday to defend his title against perhaps the greatest high flyer of his generation, Will Osprey. Please welcome ROH World Champion Jay Lethal to the call. Welcome, Jay.
Mark Crustle with an intro like that. I feel like this may go downhill from there. But I hope everybody's doing great. And let's get to the questions. I'm ready.
All right. Let's start with a little overseas. Alex Jimenez from Solo Wrestling in Barcelona. Alex, go ahead with your question.
Hello, Jay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you?
Fine, thank you. You are now on a roll. You're having killer matches. First with Matt Haskins in London, then with Jonathan Gresham in Atlanta. Can we expect a big match from you and Will this Friday in Vegas? Is your main goal to use this honor in Ring of Honor and bring again these all Ring of Honor main events and long matches that we've seen with Danielson, McGuinness, and all that?
Well, my main goal, I think I share the same goal with a lot of the other wrestlers on the roster. Our main goal is to make Ring of Honor as big as we possibly can. Every time myself and my fellow wrestlers go into the ring, that's our main goal. That's the what's in the forefront of our heads. And you asked, you complimented me on having such great matches, and I'd like to thank you for that. But I'm not the only one in those matches. My opponent, as well as myself, have trained and wrestled all over the world, perfecting our craft for years. It's one of the things that makes Ring of Honor stand out. Ring of Honor has always had an amazing roster, so our booker of Ring of Honor does a great job. But with such a great talent pool to pick from, sometimes you could just close your eyes and pick two names and you know they're going to have a great match because, like I said, we have one of the greatest rosters in the world. I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go with Alan Wood from the Sports Courier. Go ahead, Alan.
Hi, wonderful to speak with both of you guys. Jay, how was your visit with the Tampa Bay Race? I'm peeking at your Instagram right now. How did that event go?
That was amazing. To me, I always see celebrities throwing out the first pitch. And I always thought, wow, you got to be a real star. You've got to have done something in this world in order to get to do something like that. So when I got to do it, it was surreal. But the scary part about it was there's so many clips on YouTube of people throwing a horrible first pitch. And I did not want to get added to that list. So I think throwing that first pitch, I was more nervous than any match that I've ever had before in my life. Because like I said, it's something that you really have got to have done something in this world to get to do something as honorable as throwing out the first pitch. I didn't want to throw a horrible pitch. And I remember the pitcher, the catcher gave me some advice. He said, whatever you do, don't let the ball bounce. Throw it high if you have to. Just don't let the ball bounce. And I think I did a pretty good job. I'm not trying to switch careers or anything, but I think I did a pretty good job.
Terrific. Good luck then. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Alan. Bill Pritchard from WrestleZone. Go for it.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I was just wondering what your goal is as Ring of Honor champion right now, and maybe how they differ from your previous reign.
I got one goal in mind as the Ring of Honor World Champion. Oh, two goals. I said one, which everyone kind of shares, to make Ring of Honor better than it was yesterday, to make it as big as we possibly can. But for me, a personal goal is, and it's terrifying and scary to do going after this one, but I'm trying to make this title run better than the first title run. And just right there on the surface, they're two completely different runs. Last time I was the bad guy, I was the heel, I was in a group. This time I'm by myself. I'm the good guy. So right away you got two different scenarios, and I'm going to try my best to make the best of it and make this run better than before. One thing that I got to my advantage is having a great roster to have matches with. I just had a 30-minute Ironman match with Jonathan Gresham. I'm about to have live on pay-per-view a Ring of Honor World Championship match against the greatest high flyer in wrestling today. We've got on our roster guys like the Young Bucks, guys like Chris Sabin. Also on the pay-per-view, a legend, Jushin Thunder Liger, who I'll get to step into the ring with the night after the pay-per-view. So we got the makings to help make this run better or equal to the one before. So that's my biggest goal. And I hope I'm doing it so far. Fingers crossed.